GWS India Release 1 Changes 15th March 2024. Change 1 Description Tokure Flow at Online Purpose Enable distributor to introduce Tokure and his immediate sale buyer at online. Before change, paper application is sent to GOC with or without payment from the Tokure's buyer, and Enagic India has to process order manually at GWS again. This result in delay and manual effort for every stakeholder. After change, all steps can be done at online. Refer to the detailed steps at the page. Target Tokure process at GWS. Don't send paper application to GOC. Change to description, billing address and shipping address. Purpose for GST registered customers to prepare the invoice at GST registered state and calculate shipping cost based on shipping address. Before change, GST registered customer has to click on change shipping address if his shipping state is different from GST registered state. Enagic CA's department has to collect the new address manually. Every day 5 to 10 such manual requests CA's team is receiving since 15th February. After change, GST registered customers can select both GST state and shipping state to avoid the manual communication with CA's departments. Change 3. Description, payment mapping at permanent ID creation screen to be removed. Purpose, to reduce the user effort. Before change, customer has to click the button. After change, without clicking, the payment details will be shown. Change 4. Description, last name at new. Introduction screen. Purpose, people who don't have last name can input spouse name or surname. Before change, the title of the text is last name. After change, the title of the text is last name or surname or spouse name. Change 5. Description, OTP resend at all screens. Purpose, increase the OTP time to 4 minutes. Before change, within 1 minute, the resend OTP button link appears. After change, only after 4 minutes the resend button will appear. The reduction of OTP for some screens will be planned in next release. Last week of March, change 6. Description, date of birth input at permanent ID screen. Purpose, user friendliness is improved. Before change, DDMMYYYY had to be selected together. After change, DDMMYYYY can be selected separately. Change 7. Description, inclusion of fast net banking transfer. Purpose, to create the network structure within a day by making fund transfer via online net banking like credit cards. Before change, only credit cards, debit cards payments are real-time integrated. Company pays for the card transaction charges. Funds transfer via virtual bank account need 1 or 2 days lead time. After change, real-time net banking facility added under Paytm options. Company pays the net banking charges also. Virtual bank transfer still available for customers who want to visit branch and make IMP as NEFT RTGS to virtual bank account. Please do not use Google Pay, PhonePe for virtual bank transfers. Target Tokure process at GWS India as per HQ policy. 1. Paid sponsor. A. Introduce purchaser. B. Via new introduction, no change. 2. Paid sponsor. A. Convert purchaser. B. As Tokure via pre-order introducers list and input the detailed KYC of Tokure. B. Change. Every distributor can introduce the new prospect under regular flow. Purchaser B makes 100% payment or can introduce purchaser B under Tokure. However, line 6A has to approve Tokure creation. If line 6A is not active, then approval request is sent to next distributor above 6A. 3. Line 6A approves the Tokure creation change. On approval, Tokure B is created, and on rejection, B becomes a normal purchaser and has to make the payment. 4. Tokure B introduce buyer C. Buyer C complete payment and Tokure B create the permanent ID of buyer C. Both Tokure and buyer application sent to GOC via GWS change only on successful completion of payment and permanent ID creation of purchaser C. Both Tokure B and his sale C will be visible at DSP after 1 day. When Tokure B introduces buyer C, Tokure B will become sponsor as well as enroller. 5. Tokure B confirms KYC. 6. Buyer C confirms the KYC and order and Enagic ships the product to buyer C. 1. Paid sponsor A. Introduce purchaser B. Via new introduction, no change. 2. Paid sponsor A. Convert purchaser B. As Tokure via pre-introducers list and input the detailed KYC of Tokure B change. On clicking Create Tokure, all the pending payment items are shown and can be converted into Tokure by clicking Convert to Tokure hyperlink. Every distributor can introduce the new prospect under regular flow. Purchaser B makes 100% payment action pending payment or can introduce under Tokure. Click menu Convert to Tokure. 2. Paid sponsor A. Convert purchaser B. As Tokure via pre-introducers list and input the detailed KYC of Tokure B change. Line 6 as ID and name will be shown. If 6A is not active, email is not available or 6A ID is cancelled, immediate higher level distributor will be shown. Input all KYC details of Tokure B. Click on Send Tokure application for approval. Email will be sent to 6A for approval of Tokure creation. Email is also sent to Tokure and sponsor. Tokure and sponsor cannot approve Tokure creation. 3. Line 6 approves the Tokure creation. Change. On approval, Tokure ID created successfully only at GWS, not at EGS. On rejection, the ID becomes normal temp ID and has to complete the payment. 4. Tokure B introduce buyer C. Buyer C complete payment and Tokure B create the permanent ID of buyer C. Both Tokure and buyer application sent to GOC via GWS. 5. Tokure B confirms KYC. 6. Buyer C confirms the KYC and order and Enagic ships the product to buyer C. All the steps 4, 5 follow the regular processes except the below one. When Tokure B introduces buyer C, Tokure B will become sponsor as well as enroller. Only on successful completion of payment and permanent ID creation of purchaser C. Both Tokure B and his immediate sale C will be visible at DSP after GOC approves at ARS, usually with 1 day lead time. Target Tokure process at GWS India as per HQ policy. C cannot be created as Tokure. Tokure cannot introduce another Tokure until Tokure B cancel his Tokure status. Machine purchase completion. B cannot introduce another Tokure. Guidelines on what basis 6A can approve reject Tokure request of B. Please contact 6A. Tokure cancellation process. Step 1. Tokure distributor request Enagic India with Tokure cancellation process. Follow as is with commission department. Step 2. Enagic India will inform distributor on how much to pay via GWS. Step 3. Make payment via GWS. Step 4. Enagic India commission debt will update the final adjustment amount paid via GWS. Holding amount accumulated and will send manual email GWS order balance will become 0. Step 5. Enagic India Commission Debt Confirm Order at GWS. Step 6. Enagic India will perform Tokure cancellation completion at EGS and ship the product. Note: the process is applicable only for the Tokures created via GWS from 8th March 2024. All old Tokure customers has to follow the old as-is process until 30th April 2024. From 1st May 2024, old Tokure created between 1st January 2023 to 7th March 2024 will be migrated during April, and those Tokures can also follow above process. All Tokure customers created till 31st December 2022 process will be informed later. Until then, follow the as-is process. Billing address and shipping address change. If purchaser GST number is entered, both billing state and shipping state has to be filled. Billing state is auto-proposed based on GST number. If purchaser GST number is not entered, then only shipping state has to be filled. Billing address and shipping address change at permanent ID creation screen. Case 1. Billing state and shipping state are same. An option to copy the billing address as the shipping address. Case 2. Billing state and shipping state are different. Input the full billing address and shipping address. Payment mapping at permanent ID creation screen to be removed. It is no longer required to click a button payment mapping. Last name at new introduction screen. Surname or spouse's name can be entered in case the buyer doesn't have a last name. Date of birth input at permanent ID screen. User friendliness is improved. Before change, DDMMYYYY had to be selected together. After change, DDMMYYYY can be selected separately. Inclusion of fast net banking. Select net banking at Paytm screen and choose your bank. After successful net banking transfer, the balance will be updated real-time at GWS India. Please do not use Google Pay, PhonePe for virtual bank transfers.